Oh, I love that song. Okay, so I wanted to create this video because last week I went to Turning Point with Paul Martinelli and Roddy Galbraith, as well as Inga Rock, Susan Galbraith, our photo ninja Christian Del Rosario, and 180 other people that are committed to taking their life, their results to the next level, and were willing to step out of their comfort zone, step out of their normal environment in order to put themselves in the way of growth, to put themselves in the room. And I did that too. And I paid the registration fee and got myself to Atlanta, Georgia, and shared a room with a JMT friend and had a spectacular experience. And yes, did I ever hit my turning point? We'll talk about that another time, but what I wanted to share with you specifically in relation to the high ropes aspect of the experience was what I learned when I was faced with a circumstance in that my boards at the first course were spread way out, and the boards beside me were closer together, but obviously two people can't be on the same one at the same time. So I'm looking at it thinking, if I take a running leap, I'm harnessed in, so I'm not going to fall. I know I'm safe. So if I just take a run at it, that means I'm going to have a lot of torque, which means no one else can be on it at the same time, or I'm going to knock them off. And I would then have to be at the end waiting for them to finish, and I wouldn't get to participate in the experience of going there as a team, which is exactly what John Maxwell talks about. And I feel so blessed that I have had exposure to literally the world's leading authority in the field of leadership for the last 5 years, as well as his world-class faculty, and then the incredible people that come into the John Maxwell team. And what I ended up looking at the circumstance, and we talk a lot about DISC personality within the John Maxwell team, because in August at the live event, we've got Dr. Robert Rome, who is literally the world's leading DISC personality assessment specialist, and he's going to be coming and sharing it with the people that come to our August live event for the John Maxwell Certification Program, which actually it is our 10th event and our 5th anniversary. So we're going all out, and what I can say for sure is if you're not already booked in, registration is about to open. So if you haven't had a conversation with a program coordinator and said, yes, put me in the room, you are missing out on a huge opportunity. Because this is the experience that I was able to viscerally understand. And it was brought into my conscious awareness because I have been living this stuff for the last 5 years and not necessarily articulating it quite so clearly as that experience had me come to this space of understanding and accepting. And that was basically that I looked, and if two of us went together and we held hands, then I could take the longer strides at a slower pace for us to both keep up and support each other, and we got there together. And there were 3 more courses, and Julian and I actually, literally there were 2 wires that we walked on. And we, instead of trying to hold on to the little loose rope on the one side or the crisscross ropes on his side, we literally put our hands together, held hands, and then made it along the wire. And Christian Del Rosario, as I mentioned, our photo ninja and literally a photographer artist. Paul Martinelli found him at an event and literally has not let him come anywhere that he's not since. Where Paul goes, if it's significant, Christian Del Rosario is there. And he's actually invested in a drone, which means that at Turning Point, at this high ropes course, there was this drone flying around with a camera taking pictures of the experience. And there are some incredible moments captured by that drone. And one of those was actually where Julian a Torontarian 26-year-old that is a John Maxwell Team member and realtor. And I won't even attempt to pronounce your last name. I do apologize, Julian, but you and your mom, Elsa, are absolutely spectacular. And we are filmed going across it like pros, and it was easy, it was fun, and it was fast because we did it together. And my biggest takeaway from Turning Point was that I do best when I include others in a task that excites me. And I want to say to you now, and my reason for filming this is because there's something that you're trying to do alone. There is something that you are struggling to do, and it is not working for you because you're trying to do it based on someone else's blueprint. And soul realignment and understanding your blueprint are spiritual, not experiences, they're spiritual services that I offer clients to understand who you are at soul level so you can bring more you into your business. And I won't go into a spiel here, aside to say you really need to be intentional about what experiences you're having, what situations you're putting yourself in the way of, and what people you're holding closest to you. Because what I can tell you for sure is that the John Maxwell Team is an opportunity like no other. Truly. We have over 10,000 team members now worldwide in over 134 different countries. And this program is growing. John is writing more books. The faculty are getting even better. And you have been considered every single step of the way in the development of the resources, in the weekly calls, that you have the opportunity to interact with the faculty on live. And then also you get to be in the room, August 16th, 17th, and 18th in Orlando, Florida. And you get to be there for the 5th anniversary of a leadership revolution that was birthed through the mastermind of Paul Martinelli, John Maxwell, and Scott Fay more than 5 years ago. And you do not want to miss this. I really wanted to share my experience at Turning Point with you because there's a point, you're at a turning point right now too. You just may not be consciously aware of it. And one of the first things that I heard John say at my first live event in August of 2011 is that you are either running away from something or you are running to something. And for where I was then, that was such a significant idea, because literally I just spent the month before that road tripping across BC with a guy that I was seeing at the time. So I felt the significance of that. And I want to say to you, what are you running to? And are you trying to run it alone? And trying to cross uneven terrain all on your own in the dark? And if you are, give yourself the gift of having a conversation with the program coordinator that has been trying to get in touch with you. Because as a program coordinator, I know that if you have put your hand up, you have somebody that is passionate about sharing the opportunity with you from experience. Because our program coordinators, many of us are founding John Maxwell Team members or people that came through the opportunity and wanted nothing more than to share the opportunity with others. So call your PC or private message me so that we can have a conversation if you haven't already put your hand up to learn more about the John Maxwell Team. And let's go to the top together. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time. Laura Hamilton, looking forward to helping connect you with your purpose, your passion, and your dream very soon. Namaste.